Yeah, that wasn't somebody I know. I just like to wave at people. It gives me quite a happy sense of well-being. When people look at the car, Project Nigel turns heads. So many people just think, look at that lovely car over there. Such a lucky chap having something like that. So distinctive, so interesting, and no doubt very reliable. And it is. Here at Project Nigel headquarters, every day is car day, but today is Sunday. Sunday is the day that I work on my own car, or cars. In fact, they're all my cars, and every day I come down here and work on my own car. If you find that confusing, don't worry, because so do I. What I actually mean is, on Sundays I do things on cars that I want to do on cars. I do it for the joy of doing it. Again though, that's exactly what I do every day. I'd probably best just get on and tell you what I'm going to do today, because this could just go on pretty much forever really. Right, so it's another Project Nigel day. One of the things about this car is it is absolutely solid. It's got a really good tub, but there are a couple of bits of surface rust which I quite like to tackle today so they don't get any worse. A few little bits like this, a scab there, and a bit just under that kick plate there, and a tiny one there. That's actually the main rust I'm thinking about. There are a couple of bits just appearing on the rear arches, but I need a dry day to tackle those. These I can do. On the passenger side you can see there's nothing there really, unless, oh hang on, what's that? Oh, it's a bit of leaf. Well, there's a view of the rear arch, passenger side. There's the tiniest bit there. Where they usually go is down the bottom there. As you can see, that is solid, but it's got a bit of surface rust just on the edge there. Having taken that plate off, you can see it's actually a bit worse underneath. Not surprising really, but it's still perfectly salvageable. Before I get started with this, people keep calling this a Harlequin 25. Well, it's not. It's just a Rover 25 with different coloured panels on it. Harlequin's a Volkswagen, so you assume that because it's got different coloured panels on it, that must be where I got the idea from. But no, I've got enough ideas of my own. I don't need to be copying the likes of Volkswagen, thank you very much. Nigel and I have our own agenda. Right, that's all the rusty spots cleaned up with that. One thing I won't be doing is trying to make it look perfect, because it simply doesn't matter. I have some special paint that bonds itself to rust. It's not the usual stuff you get in Halfords or where have you. It's so special I can't even tell you what it's called. Due to the nature of the way I run my operation, I can't actually find the stuff. It will be in here somewhere. Hang on. Oh, that's it there. Right. There we go. It's called Nestle Pure Life. And obviously it doesn't look very appetizing. That's not really what it's called, but anyway, it's this special stuff that goes into 3 layers, and then you shake it up and then you can use it. It starts off pink, and then as it activates with any rust or bare metal, it goes black. So I've just put a little bit in the cap there. I'm going to dab this in and wipe it on those bits there. Right, there you go. It's all pink at the moment, but in a few minutes or so it'll be black. In these older 200 shaped Rovers that look like 25s, the kick plates had a nice little Rover motif on there. Before that, this one is off the R8, the wedge shaped Rover. But on the 25 all you get is a metal strip. So how would something like this look as a replacement for both of them off the R8? All of that lovely attention to detail that Rover were quite well known for started to disappear as BMW took over. So it's not really wrong of me to put a couple of old bits on like that, is it? But is it really necessary? I mean, I know what car I've got. If I've got the word Rover written on a kick plate as I climb in, will I be any more sure of what I'm driving? Probably not. And although I don't think that would look stupid or out of place or over the top indeed, I do wonder really why people have to have so many extra badges on things. What's the point? If you need a badge to tell you what car you're driving, then perhaps you shouldn't be driving it at all and you should get the bus. And then you might have a problem with actually knowing where you're going and end up in the wrong place. So perhaps you should just stay in the house and let somebody look after you. Not me though, I'm not looking after anyone. Seem a bit contrived though, me having a car looking like this and then deciding that some bits look over the top. So in all honesty, maybe it is actually quite a good idea. The only thing is, those aren't really long enough, are they? For the moment, I'm just going to leave these bits off while the thing dries out. I've just got to stick these clips and screws somewhere safe, somewhere I can find them again. Potentially there's plenty of places in here where something could be kept, but obviously I'm going to lose it. So the best thing I can do is that those pieces are going to go on the top shelf here next to the mega horn, and then if I do forget, I can always look at this video. Oh yeah, remember the door shut video, the door shut sound video? Listen to this. Not so easy to tell with the sound of the traffic and everything, but to my mind, certainly the black door sounds much better. And I fitted that, and I fitted it all by myself. So maybe it's not so much build quality, but who put the door on in the first place. Next job for me today is cleaning these wheels up. Now they don't look too dirty, so that's a good time to actually clean them before they do. I like to jack the car up sometimes to clean the wheels. I have a nice cloth under there to make sure no damage gets done to the sill. And if you're wondering why I'm jacking the car up to do it, then maybe you should switch this off and put on an episode of the Teletubbies. I just use this stuff most of the time cleaning the wheels with. It's a citrus based cleaner. If they're really manky though and not been cleaned for ages, this is the stuff to use. But you know, if they're not like completely covered in brake dust that's hardened on, there's no point in using hydrochloric acid because it's just really nasty stuff. Driver side wheel seems particularly dirty. I think I've got a rather soft brake pad in there or something. Not brilliant, but good enough. There are a few crusty bits I couldn't quite get off today. As I'm down here every single day doing stuff like this on cars like this, I'm awaiting that question off the missus. You know, the one about what's more important. I can't wait. Some people may think that perhaps I should stop all this messing around malarkey and just go and get myself a proper job instead. But I'll be having one of those later on, so no worries there. I don't actually like product placement or anything. Yes, hello, is that St Austell's Brewery, Cornwall? Yeah, this is Project Nigel here. Yeah. Only joking. Look, it's just an interior light. Besides that, it's Sunday. I'll call them tomorrow. Righty. How about this engine bay? What can I do to clean this up? Because it's pretty manky and I've never cleaned it. There we go, the old citrus cleaner again. That's not the original thing. Not. So if I was doing some product placement, it wouldn't actually be fair, because that's not even what it is. Okay, it's just a quick wash over. It isn't perfect, but it is a lot better than it was before. And that's just it. Better than. That's what I aim for. Better than before. When you start heading for perfection, you're always going to be in for a big disappointment. So there's not a lot of point really. That's me just about finished for one day. Another thing, these badges came off an R8, and I've seen this done before, where you take the R off there and put the L just in front there. So it says lover, as in Rover lover, which indeed many of us are. But there isn't really anywhere in the back of the 25 where it would look right. I'll show you. Yep, no, it looks wrong there. It probably would look okay. It would look over there. It wouldn't look too bad there, but of course that's where Project Nigel's written. And anywhere else would look stupid. Stupid. Idiotic. Plain moronic. So it may look like a bit of a silly idea, the whole thing, but That's well balanced and in the right place, as is the 25 or 425 badge that it has now. Anything else on there, on the back of there, would just look stupid and cluttered. And I hate clutter.